It's my honor this evening to introduce this year's National Scholarship Award recipients who exemplify excellence in both academics and athletics. Our first recipient is Miss Carley Sexton from Huntington, Arkansas. Unfortunately, Carley couldn't be with us tonight due to a basketball game, but we are thrilled to have her brothers, Travis and Noah, here in her place. Carley's athletic director, Chris Young, who is also with us this evening, had this to say about her. It has been a privilege to watch Carley grow into a strong leader over the past 3 years. She's transformed from a quiet sophomore into a vocal and influential leader for her team. Carley graduated with a remarkable 4.09 GPA while excelling in both softball and basketball. On the softball team, she contributed to their runner-up finish at the state tournament. In basketball, Carley helped her team secure a state title and earned all-conference honors in 2023, as well as receiving all-state recognition in 2022. Beyond sports, Carley has been a leader in her school and community, serving on the student leadership team, the fundraising committee, and as vice president of finance for the Health Occupation Students of America. She also mentored freshmen at her school and was active in her church's mission team and hospitality group. Carley has volunteered for Special Olympics for nearly 6 years, showing her commitment to serving others. Now please turn your attention to the video screen as Carley shares her essay titled, How High School Athletics Has Impacted My Life.
I would like to thank the NIAAA for this amazing opportunity. This award would not be possible without the dedication of my coaches and teammates and support from my hometown, my school, and my family. I have been asked to share my essay with y'all. It's early March in Arkansas, and if you're still on the court, that means state playoffs. Coach calls timeout with 14.7 seconds on the clock. The score is 46-44. West Memphis has the lead against the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs. The huddle breaks. Greenwood inbounds in the backcourt. Summit to Cartwright, 11.7 seconds. Summit in the front court, 10 seconds. Pass to Sexton in the corner. Sexton for 3, on the way, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. It's good. 6 seconds left, and Carley Sexton buries the 3. D up, D up. Inbounds, 5 seconds, 4.8 seconds. Timeout. If your game has ever come down to one shot to advance in the playoffs, then you can relate to my experience as a sophomore. My athletic director, Dustin Smith, was co-anchor for the live stream, and his very words were, the one player I didn't talk about burying the 3, and Carley looked like she was a veteran senior. Today, I'd like to share how high school athletics has impacted my life. First, high school athletics taught me that failure is not final. I would even describe failure as just a feeling. Like any feeling, you must decide your response. I have experienced my share of failure on the softball field and on the basketball court. At times, I have let my feeling of failure shut me down and keep me from achieving my full potential. My perfectionistic tendencies caused me to stick with familiarity where I'd experience repeated success. But as my skill level developed, I was challenged to step out of my comfort zone. It is what I discovered in those moments that has carried me through the setbacks of life. It might seem simple to some, but through athletics, I learned that you are not a failure if it takes a while to learn it. Setbacks are opportunities to learn. I have applied this to my academic coursework. I have pursued college-level coursework and given myself time to increase my knowledge, focusing on the process of acquiring knowledge, which has developed in me a love for learning. Second, through high school sports, I have learned that talents can be developed with time and effort. I learned that it is not enough to dream about being useful to my coach and teammates. That vision must accompany a great deal of energy and effort to become a reality. Playing varsity softball for 2 years taught me to focus on what I can control. I can always control the effort and time I put into developing my skills. I cannot control playing time, the lineup, or even the softball weather in Arkansas. Through playing 3 years of varsity basketball, I learned that hard work, 100% effort, and paying attention to detail during individual gym time develops skills. On March 3, 2022, I prayed that God would break the gripping fear that playing in a state tournament brought. I said, Lord, useful, not fearful. Full timeout, scores 47-46, Greenwood has the lead. West Memphis inbounds from the backcourt. Everybody's out of timeouts. A foul sends them to the line. Inbounds to Tucker. She pushes to half court. 2 seconds. She's at the free throw line. 1 second. She shoots. She misses. The Bulldogs win the basketball game 47-46. Prayers answered. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to accept the 2024 NIAAA Scholarship Award on Carley's behalf are her brothers, Travis and Noah Sexton. Our second recipient is Brevin Egbert from Smithfield, Utah. He was not able to be here tonight, but we are pleased to have Brevin's parents, Sherry and Calvin, here with us. His athletic director, Ryan Grunig, who is also here this evening, shared this in his recommendation. This has been an outstanding year for Brevin, but what stands out most is his focus on the team's success over his own. He never sought personal recognition, always striving to do what was best for his team. Brevin ranked first in his class and was a dedicated three-sport athlete, competing in basketball, football, and track and field. He was a four-time captain on his football and track teams. He earned 2 first-team All-State honors and 2 Region 11 MVP awards in football. He also excelled in track and field, winning 2 MVPs and a state championship. Brevin's leadership extended beyond athletics. He served as student body president, participated in the Governor's Youth Council. In his community, he was active with the Smithfield City Youth Council and achieved the rank of Eagle Scout, organizing several food drives and service projects. Please turn your attention to the video screen as Brevin shares his essay, How High School Athletics Has Impacted My Life.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brevin Egbert, and I'm beyond thrilled to be with you guys this evening and to receive this award on behalf of all high school athletes. First off, I want to extend an enormous thank you to the entire NIAAA organization for this opportunity to be able to speak with you all tonight and for this opportunity to receive this award. Right now, I'm serving in Curitiba, Brazil. I'm serving in a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's been incredible. I am a little sad that I'm not with all you guys tonight, but I wouldn't trade this experience for anything. I've been asked to share my essay that I wrote entitled, How High School Athletes Impacted My Life. And here it goes. The final whistle blew, and I walked off the field, exhausted and beaten, arm in arm with the man I'd called coach for the last 4 years. I walked with the boys I'd watched turn into men, who had really turned into a second family of mine. I walked past the community I'd had the opportunity to represent, who had supported me and my team throughout the thick and thin. In that moment, I really recognized the true impact high school athletes had on my life, something I'll never, ever forget. Playing sports in high school was the most enlightening, frustrating, exhilarating, exhausting, gratifying, disappointing, and thrilling time of my life. I remember vividly walking into my first football meeting, not really knowing what I was getting myself into. I did not truly realize that the boys standing next to me would grow into my brothers, and I sure didn't recognize the person I was about to become. Fast forward 4 years to my last football game. We were undefeated and heavily favored going into the match. I had been having a good year running back behind a stout offensive line, setting various school records, and closing on 2,000 rushing yards. I played a good amount of defense as well, and I think I had an impact for sure. During the first drive of the game, I dove to make a tackle and came up a little unsteady with a sharp pain in my left knee. Calling for a sub, I hobbled off the field as best as I could and signals for a knee brace. I strapped it on as fast as I could and ran back out there, but I was not performing at a high standard. Our trainer pulled me out and ran a few tests and determined that I needed to wait until halftime until they could make a more thorough evaluation. Discouraged, I stretched my knee and encouraged my team the best I could, waiting until the clock ticked to halftime. In the trainer's office, they delivered the heart-shattering news. I had a damaged MCL and meniscus and would not be able to return to that game that evening or for the rest of my senior season. I had 2 options at this point. I could yell, blame, shut down, and wallow in my own self-pity. This is my senior year we're talking about here. That kind of behavior, however, is not what I had learned throughout my time as an athlete. 4 years before, I had chosen to be part of our football leadership class. This gave us the opportunity to be voted in as captain and to learn valuable leadership concepts and skills. These included everything from developing relationships to having shared vulnerability to living above the line. I'd been voted in by my team as a team captain all 4 of these years. I had learned to be a leader, and I was not going to let my teammates down. These boys had bled, sweat, suffered, and worked with me every day for the past 4 years. We'd conditioned together, learned together, and grown together. And we'd worked so hard. My other option was to take what I had learned, what I had become, and let that take over. So naturally, I shoved my disappointment down, threw some ice on my knee, and shuffled back up to the field, encouraging who I could, letting them know that we were not finished. I did everything that I could, and watching us struggle on that field, eventually losing, is one of the hardest things I'd ever had to do up to that point. That game hurt for a long time, and it still does, for that matter. But what I learned from those experiences, though, is that winning in high school isn't everything. To be hard on high school athletics is to grow, improve, and better yourself every single day, to become a better version of yourself. It's to represent the people who support you day in and day out. And most importantly, it is an opportunity to lead, helping those around you improve and truly striving to make an impact. Truly winning in high school athletics is seeing the person you made you into, celebrating the journey, and the people that brought you there. And for that, I will forever remember how high school athletics impacted my life. Thank you all so much for this opportunity, and I hope you guys have an incredible evening.
This time, I'd like to invite his mother, Sherry Egbert, to the stage to accept the 2024 NIAAA Scholarship Award on Brevon's behalf.